Welcome to this episode of Cruising to Need for Speed Unbound.
Don't forget, you're gonna need more than one ride.
I'm gonna start off with a bit of
Four
chatting,
races, 4 cars.
getting to the first
So,
race, and
no harm
then
collecting now.
see what the stage cycle has in store for us. The reason for this series actually is just because I greatly love Need for Speed, and I have been loving it ever since Underground 2, which is where this, I guess, childhood not addiction, childhood love for Need for Speed and cars came in. Gonna take one of the cheaper ones as usual, and I don't know every car model or what type it is, what is inside, but I can appreciate a good car when I see one, which is why with the continuation of the Need for Speed games and other games, there's always some appreciation that goes into it, not knowing what car it is, but just in general what is behind it. And racing obviously has a lot of attention with Formula 1 and similar sporting events, but to have this kind of fiction with it and with supercars, even though we're not really driving supercars at the moment. Ooh, we landed on that train. Is always nice to have, and I just feel like with Unbound I hoped to get a more visually pleasing experience instead of like this old Need for Speed Underground 2 kind of deal. But however, as to every game, there are pros and cons to what you either really like about something or don't. For example, the rides in between the races, where you have to drive to each individual event in Unbound, is sometimes annoying and can get out of hand. That was something that I think Need for Speed Heat did a better job at, because you had some sort of quick travel at least to the garages, and here you don't even have that at the end of the day cycle or something. That could have been a way to at least shorten somewhat the grindiness of this, because I felt like in Underground 2 it was so engaging and so fun to just play around and drive, and you lose sense of time. And in some instances in Unbound it just doesn't have the same feeling to it, because you have to drive in between and you cannot focus on one thing, and it is super, really extremely grindy to get the parts you want, get the cars you want, and to be on that set cycle of day and night. And you may sometimes have different events, but so far, as you can hear, it's getting a bit stale, which is why I'm trying to rush through more of it now. And I already had a slight session on my own, but obviously, especially the beginning, doing it twice is still fun, because the different car, controller, and all the other things. But even changing the difficulty doesn't make much of a change. I at least don't feel like it does. Like, for example, this turn should have been extremely easy for the AI, for the top unit, but it didn't really feel like we were in a chase at all. So sometimes it feels too harsh, sometimes it feels way too easy to escape, and obviously I'm still mechanically on the controller a bit rough around the edges and don't have the most control.
I'll leave some in the fridge for you back at the garage. garage if you
Yeah,
get hungry.
one at the
I'll
turn.
meet. It's the least I could do.
But it still
It really
feels
is the least. You
a bit too simple. And a lot of the times, the first Need for Speed I played where a lot of cops were involved was, I think, Most Wanted. And, ooh, not sure if we were gonna do that actually. Forgot which race it was. And in Most Wanted, the cops felt, I would say, more generic. It was still, you had your simple, it was very easy to take them out, and it still had some feel of it's tough. This feels like you have to find your own way, or you can just pray for a mess up on the cop's side. I could have taken the shortcut. Didn't see it. And yeah, just like with races, so far in the series, we saw so many moments where one of the cars just full on left the track for no apparent reason. Gonna get some drafting in. And with also starting the series, I kind of wanted to obviously get back to some childhood memories and play one more time, but also give like my insight and what I really enjoy about playing these kinds of games. That was a very good drift. I could have taken way more drafting in there. I'm gonna stick closely to boost and make a sharp turn and make a lot of space and feed off this Tizia for the next takeover. Yeah, so just probably what I'm thinking of is at the end of this series also doing a minor review, or well, not even a review, just like a afterwards summary of the things that I loved, the things that I didn't really like. I'm gonna try not to lose control here, since we are in second place. It is going to be a lot of money. One more, yeah, should be a safe second place. And yeah, just check the differences, the different feelings, because all of the Need for Speeds are different, but there's still so much fiction inside and so much tuning that you can do, which makes it fun. I also, like, one of the biggest thing that I dislike to the previous ones is visual customization. For example, ooh, that might have been a drifting one. All of the decaling you can do now might be individualistic, but it is really, I think it is a very different feeling to the underground, where you can put on the vinyls or whatever you call it's not vinyls, but VINs, and it is such a different feeling. And just not having the ability to put a random flame on the side of the car is sad, because all of those crazy things that we have in Heat and Unbound, where you have crazy wallpaper like-ish decals, it feels strange. At least to me, it feels super strange. Didn't have to. Oh nah, he's gonna take us out. Yeah, that is one of the things, for example, that I feel like I have to highlight, or always have a bad impression on me. But I think that was it for my little rant, because I still enjoy the game. It was just something that I was thinking to myself while edit. Oh my gosh, while editing, and to share some thoughts. Way too much, way too much. Yeah. So I think after this race, I'm gonna turn on the music unless there is a long straight where I can take my hand off the controller. He's gonna go right side. Oh, he's not taking the jump. Crazy. Gonna stick to the left so we can get to the road quicker. We're only third, and I don't feel like we're doing super bad. Oh, that was bad. Didn't see a lot of the track in that instance, and we're gonna stay with third. And we have to focus on making money, because it also feels like making money is a lot harder, especially if you only have the set amount of retries, which is really something I actually like mechanic wise, but you have to be more adaptable in how you spend money and when to save money, and if you actually want to win races. And yeah, since we are in free roaming and the place is close, I'm quickly gonna turn it on. I believe the music should be starting. I'm taking this decal with me. Or actually I might just start it for the race. Alright. With the music on. I hope it's not too loud, but I just felt like having it a bit louder. We are in the day cycle, so we're just gonna go for last place in this drift challenge. And also our drift challenges so far have been really bad. Let's get a bit of speed. Oh, we also changed our cartoon burnout smoke. That was nothing. No points whatsoever for that turn. Could do way better. Ooh. I wasn't able to drag this one out. That drift helped a bit. I'm gonna drift around here. Let's keep it. Come on. Oh, not bad. Have to boost. Could have probably put in a cheeky small little drift in between. That works out. Lost it here. Because of that hill, we did also lose a lot here. Gonna do some nitrous. Ooh, almost lost it because of our nitrous not working. Have to catch up again. I feel like we're getting so little points on these. Come on. Ooh, that might be a good one. It's good that all of this is on dirt. I feel like this drifting event wasn't bad at all, but our points are so bad. just barely made it to 3rd place. Crazy. Still made some money. I'm gonna keep that money. We have a lot of feet for the night. But I'm gonna spare you the time to our safe house. Gonna keep the recording on for just a second longer in case there is a side mission. But I do not think so. So for this episode, I think we are good to go. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.